Hi, I'm Tanya Steele from Epicurious.com, and you're watching Around the World in 80 Dishes. Today we're cooking up the most famous dish from Belgium, Moules Marinieres, right?
Marinieres.
There you go, thank you. Luckily I've got the master, Chef Bruce Mattel, with me to tell me how to say it. But we know it in America as steamed mussels, essentially, right? Okay. So what we've done is we've cooked, we've cleaned the mussels, and now we just need to cook the mussels.
That's right.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, we're gonna add some butter into that nice heavy gauge pot. And you notice the pot's fairly large. That's gonna help us as the mussels cook. They're going to open up and kind of expand. You want a pot with high sides so that the moisture that starts to evaporate collects on the sides of the pot, condenses, and rolls back into the dish so you don't lose all that great broth.
Oh, I see, and it's all about the broth with this dish.
I think so.
Okay.
So put in some garlic now and sweat that out. We're gonna bump up the heat a little bit.
And we've also used unsalted butter? Okay. So we're sweating the garlic?
So you're sweating. You don't want to brown it.
Okay.
You want to just smell it, and you know, just like that. Now what you're going to do, you're going to add some white wine.
Now can you use any kind of white wine?
Dry is better, not as fruity
for
this dish. A little bit of half and half, and some saffron. So now that we've brought that to a simmer, we're going to add a little bit of clam juice, some tomatoes, and some scallions that are cut pretty thin, and some lemon juice.
All right.
There you go.
That's pretty easy. And it looks beautiful.
Now we're going to bring that to a simmer.
Okay.
Looks good. Even that alone looks good without the mussels.
I know.
Now we're going to bump up the heat quite a bit now, because when we add the mussels, we want to steam them. So we need to create steam. So we want it to cook on fairly high heat.
Okay.
All right, let's put in our mussels.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this. So I just want to show you. Put this in careful. Well, you don't want to just dump them and splash up that hot liquid on it. So I'm just going to do it very gently like that. Then what we're going to do is cover this pot. You need a nice hot fitting lid.
So that it's very tight? Okay.
And one of these, I'll shake the pot a little bit to get those mussels evenly spread. And already you could see steam coming out.
Oh, wow.
So we're just going to leave it alone. Every so often, we want to inspect it, see if they're opening, and give it a little shake so that the ones that are kind of being held down by the weight of the other ones are able to shift into a spot where they could also open up and cook.
see.
I bet you we're done. Let's take a look. Wow, yes, I think we are. So, turn off our heat. Let it calm down a little. Right.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Here's what I want to do. I'm going to move the pot over here. Okay. And I'm going to first stir these just a little bit to incorporate, but gently. I don't want to lose the mussels from the shell. But I'm going to get some of that garnish on there, right? And then I'm going to lift them up with I'm using like a Chinese strainer here.
But you could really use any kind of strainer.
You could use a slotted spoon even. Now, if you see any mussels that didn't open up, and I don't really see any, but if you do see any that didn't open, and the rest of them are, you should discard them as a precautionary measure, because they might have been dead when they went in there.
I see.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt the pan. I'm going to get a little bit of this broth. And we're going to ladle it over the top. So what I'm going to do is set this up here and put a little bit of fresh chives on there for a little bit of garnish and flair and color. And we have a bowl here for our excess shells.
You think of everything.
I try.
A man with a plan.
You ready to go?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are we going to race?
No. I'm going to savor it. I'm going to go right for some of the juice down in here.
Boy, that's perfectly cooked. Here we go.
Good?
So buttery and delicious. Oh. Well, Chef Mattel, thank you so much for showing me how to make these delicious mussels. This is a fantastic treat to have.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.